Hello there, long time no see. Been busy, but I've been thinking about one crazy idea, which is building an SLS printer at home. And the SLS printer, if you don't know, is a printer which prints on powder with laser. So you have a thin layer of powder, then you draw your layer with a laser, the laser sinters powder, and then you pour some more powder for the next layer and sinter it again. This is basically printing without supports. And I wanted to test whether it's possible to get some cheapo Chinese SLS powder, the same cheapo Chinese laser engraver. This is a TwoTrees laser engraver with light source power, something like 2 or 3 watts, so it can barely cut a cardboard. And I also got the cheapest SLS PI12 or nylon powder here from Alibaba. This is the cheapest. It was like $40 per kilo plus shipping. And today I'm gonna do the first test, which is whether we can thinner something using the cheap engraver and the cheap powder. So first of all, I want to create a layer which is approximately flat. If I ever build a printer, of course, this will be done automatically. And see if I can focus on it and if I can generate a dot. Yeah, for the very beginning the dot will be enough. So let's try to focus this thing. I'm using laser GRBL, if it makes any difference. Yeah, I can say that even the focusing laser leaves a small dot in the pile of powder. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna find a circle, just a plain circle, and try to burn it the same way as I would do if it was just some, I don't know, burning on paper or something like that. So experiment number 1, 20mm circle and around 100% of laser power, which is, as I said, around 3 watts. Let's begin. So the first good thing that it really sinters something. It's hot, it's hot. So the first thing is it really sinters something. So if you see, there is a plate which is like a millimeter thick and it's heavily warped, by the way. So this is not a good print, but a good result for the beginning. I suppose I will do the same, but with much higher speed and like 50% of the power. Okay, twice the speed, half the power, let's go. Okay, take 2, twice the power, half the... Whoa! Twice the speed, half the power, and I have a fully transparent piece of PI12 of nylon. I suppose the speed is okay, but I have to crank up the power a bit. But this still looks like a layer. Also, when I did the full speed tests, it was thinking like burning plastic, but currently it's like doesn't have any odor at all, so I might think that I'm on the right path. By the way, that was 5% of power, so I'm currently cranking it to 20%. Okay, homebrew SLS printer, which prints only one layer and 20%, and let's go. Okay, 20% power, and I have this cool tiny little circle, if you can see it. This is a bit warped, but if I take my calipers, it's around millimeter thin, which is a bit more as it is needed for a printer. Well, you want to be able to print like 0.2mm layers if you want some detail, but this is around 1mm. Whoa! This really works. Okay, for the final test, let's see if I can bring it to something like a 0.5 millimeter layer height or something like that. And for that I will try 10% power and maybe adjust a bit of slicing. And I'll crank up a bit the quality, because the current quality is like 3 lines per millimeter. I will crank it up to 4 lines. Maybe it will bring a bit more solid infill, and the power will be 10%. And 10% power, and we have another pancake. And I already see some heavy warping, because it's like not a pancake but a hemisphere. Anyway, let's measure the thickness, and if I, well, that's fragile. If I break it down, I can see that the thickness is around, yeah, 0.2, 0.3 millimeters. You know what, this is promising. I don't know why the edges are so crispy. Most probably this is because the way laser GRBL slices the image, but I see it promising, and now I have to find out whether I can put couple layers without building the whole printer and the whole moving beds, which will push the powder back and forth. But anyway, this is what I have for you today, and yeah, see you later.